Let's talk about plea bargains and whether or not they're right for you. Hi, my name is Carl Birkhead. I'm an attorney with Wirth Law Office in Tulsa, Oklahoma. I've been practicing family and criminal law for 7.5 years, and I want to help you make law easy by talking a little bit about the different types of probation that can result from a plea bargain and whether or not that's right in your case. Um, so, a lot of people will come to our office, and when they're facing criminal charges, their stated goal is I don't want to go to jail. Keep me out of prison. Keep me out of jail. Don't let me serve time. That that's a very reasonable goal. I think we all have that hope, that expectation in our lives is that we don't have to be incarcerated. And the good news is there's plenty of ways to do that. And those ways don't have to mean that you have to spend out tens of thousands of dollars going to jury trial and hoping for an acquittal. There are ways that you can negotiate a deferred or a suspended sentence, or try to figure out a way to keep you from going to jail. So, I'm going to start with deferred versus suspended sentence because obviously, you know, short of that, you're looking for a dismissal. We're just going to assume that the state's not willing to dismiss, and we're looking at the options that we have left. So, a deferred sentence is when you are entering a plea of guilty or no contest, and the court, instead of finding you guilty right then and there, defers a finding of your guilt for your probationary period. It's usually around 18 months to 2 years. So, even though you'll have pled, you will not have been found guilty. You'll have that probationary time to show the court that you can step up and correct whatever led to these charges being filed, whether that's just paying some fines, taking some classes, maybe you need to do some counseling, something like that. You do all that at the end of that probationary period, the court will allow you to withdraw your plea of guilty, re-enter your plea of not guilty, and then dismiss the case and expunge it from your record, which is great because if if you just get a straight dismissal, the case stays on OSCN, it stays on your record. But if you go through a deferral, it gets wiped off of OSCN, and it's almost like it never happened. A suspended sentence is very similar, but the difference is that when you enter a plea and get a suspended sentence, you're convicted that same day. There's not a deferral of finding of your guilt. You'll be found guilty at that time. You'll be sentenced to a period in jail at that time, but the court will suspend that jail time for the probationary period. So if you're looking at you're sentenced to 2 years in jail, the court suspends the jail time. You're on probation for those 2 years, provided that you can again follow the rules and conditions of your probation. Take your classes, pay your fines, do your check-ins, take your drug tests if you have to, whatever those conditions are. Those are the two main avenues that you're looking at in trying to avoid actually taking something to trial when the state won't dismiss it. And then if the state's not willing to work with you for a suspended or a deferred, and they're not willing to dismiss it, and you don't want to take it to jury trial, that's when we start talking about a blind plea. What this is just simply going to the court, looking at the judge, and saying, Your Honor, we're throwing ourselves to the mercy of the court. We tried negotiations, negotiations failed. We're owning up to what has happened, and we're just asking for mercy. Please do not send us to jail. That's a little bit of a crapshoot whenever you go that route, but it's absolutely a viable option, and it's one that I've seen happen and work very many times. If you have questions about this, or if you're facing criminal charges and you want to figure out what option that works is going to be best for you without going to trial, give us a call. My name's Carl Birkhead. I'm with Wirth Law Office, and I want to help you make law easy. Thank you.